A friend of mine looked at my plate and pointed out something I had never noticed. Not what was on it, what was missing. At first, I thought she was wrong. My plate looked perfectly normal to me. Plenty of meat, plenty of food, but once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. My friend Inna, who is a health professional, pointed something out. She said vegetables do much more than add color to a plate. They add fiber, they add volume, and they help create a more balanced meal. One thing that made me pay attention was fiber, not just because of digestion. Heart health is important to me too. My mom and my aunt both had heart operations because of blocked arteries. That doesn't mean the same thing will happen to me, but it does make me think more carefully about the habits I'm building today. Watching that happen made me realize I shouldn't wait until there is a problem before paying attention to my own habits. Learning that fiber can help support healthy cholesterol levels gave me another reason to make vegetables a bigger part of my plate. What surprised me wasn't what Inna said, it was when I looked at my own meals and realized how little space vegetables actually had on them. The funny thing is, I love meat, in capitals. I still do. So this wasn't a story about giving anything up. The change wasn't dramatic either. I didn't suddenly become a salad person overnight. I started small. Breakfast became oats with either berries, prunes, and nuts. Sometimes I had frozen homegrown apricots from my garden. Lunches evolved from the usual tomato and cucumber salad to more root vegetables, and dinners slowly became more colorful. More vegetables, more textures, more variety. The meat stayed. That was important to me. I wasn't trying to remove foods I enjoyed. I was simply making room for something that had been missing. Little by little, vegetables stopped being decoration and became part of the meal. At work, I had what I jokingly called Kiwi o'clock. One day, I sliced up a kiwi and left the skin on. The reaction was immediate. "You're eating the skin?" Suddenly, everyone had an opinion. Interesting thing is, when it's sliced very thinly, you barely notice it. But it started a conversation about fiber and all the little ways we can add more of it without making life complicated. That's what balance look like for me. Not cutting out food groups, not chasing perfection, not trying to build the perfect plate every day, just making sure vegetables have a regular place on the plate. For years I thought healthy eating meant getting everything exactly right. Now I think it's more about what you do consistently. A little more color, a little more variety, a little more fiber. Repeated week after week. Because the goal isn't a perfect plate. It's a plate that you can happily eat for years. If your plate looks like mine used to, here's a simple challenge. This week, add one extra vegetable to a meal you already make regularly. I keep frozen spinach in the freezer and add it to things like spaghetti bolognese or homemade chicken tikka. I originally started doing it because my daughter loves spinach. Over time, my son got used to it too, and now he happily eats it, whether it's fresh or frozen, and even asking, "Is there a spinach?" Another easy trick is grating vegetables into meals. Carrots, courgettes, and mushrooms work really well. They're almost invisible, but they're still there, not replacing, adding. And you might be surprised how much that changes the plate. Sometimes the biggest improvement don't come from taking things away. They come from noticing what's missing and making a little room for it. That's certainly what happened to me. Bye for now, till the next episode. Balanced Plate Hub.